Britiny Schultz loves her football.
College football, NFL, that kind of thing.
The South Dakota native closely follows two teams.
The Bison from North Dakota, and then the Dallas Cowboys.
Two teams with storied histories. But there's a third team that tops them both, at least in Brittany's mind.
I have an amazing team here.
Here is the transplant center at Mayo Clinic. Britiny was born with a congenital heart defect.
Yeah.
And as a young girl, she was able to live with the condition. But slowly, her symptoms took their toll. In 2016, Britiny underwent a heart and double lung transplant. Then, in the fall of 2022, she started having new troubles.
Couldn't really do a whole lot. Just was tired all the time. Lost my breath doing anything, stuff like that. Just couldn't keep up with everyday life.
A trip back to Mayo in early 2023 uncovered the problem.
She developed a very serious lung infection called Citiosporum, which is very, very difficult to treat. And unfortunately, it led to decline of her lung function.
The good news is that Britany's heart remained strong. The bad news is that once the fungal infection is in the lungs, it's very hard to get rid of. Surgeon Dr. Sahar Sadughi knew they needed to approach Britany's case differently.
Can we just retransplant her lungs, keep her heart there, and then treat her with very potent antifungals to try to get rid of that infection?
But would it work? As they investigated, Dr. Sadughi and her team found one other case reported in the medical literature, but even that wasn't exactly the same. Another question mark was connecting the new lungs to the trachea.
When she had that initial transplant, her connection to the donor lungs was at the level of the trachea. But for just lung transplant, now you're doing the connection lower, and that was one of the surgical challenges or concerns that we had.
But the decision was made to go ahead.
Yeah, it's just scary, but exciting too.
In March of 2023, Britiny underwent her second double lung transplant. At a recent follow-up appointment, Dr. Sadughi shared that the lungs were working fine and the infection was gone.
What's great about Mayo is that we have so much expertise in all the different areas, which is how we can do cases like this.
While the start of football season is still a few months away,
I know what's going on all the time. Let's just put it that way.
Britiny is looking forward to cheering her teams on, the ones on and off the football field.
I can't thank everyone enough. Nurses, doctors, everything.
For the Mayo Clinic News Network, I'm Joel Street.